Hello and welcome. In this video I will talk a little bit about this project that has been sitting in my garage for quite some time. The reason for long time is because this was the mix of the lots of parts, some original, some replica, some from the Germany and some from the Russia. So this is the BMW R71, and it took me quite time to find the most of the parts. Now when I can say I have around 90% of the parts. Most of the parts are original, some are also replica because some parts are almost impossible to find. So this is the frame. Now the problem with this frame, when I bought it, the numbers that are here are starting with the number 5. That means that this is the early model of the R71, and that means that it doesn't have this part here and also this part here. So after the crash, the vehicle damaged the front fork, damaged this part here, probably destroyed front wheel and front fork, and because of that the front wheel hit the front of the engine and broke this cover and also this. So this was on the engine that I bought with this vehicle. As you can see, there are no marks, so these are replica parts, and this is from the Russian model. And you can also see that there is a difference between this part and this is the original part. And that was the reason why the front of the engine was replaced with this part, because the front wheel broke those parts, and also part of the ignition are defective, and some parts of the ignition are from the Russian model. I am assuming that the trailer was on the vehicle when that happened, and that was the probably reason why this part here is missing, and also there is a knob that holds the trailer and after impact this broke the rear drive housing and also damaged the shaft. So rear drive and the shaft was not original. Part of the rear drive was original, but the housing and shaft were not. The housing was from the Russian model and the shaft was from the R51-3. It was fitted to this model, and also the fuel tank was from the R51-3 and also little remake to fit this frame. The first thing that I need to do now is to remove this part here, remove this part here, repair some of these weldings, like here, they are quite thick, here, here, and also here and here. I also need to weld knob here for the trailer, repair this central stand holder and fit it to correct angle. Repair this part here, and also I need to re-weld both of this part here and this part here. As you can see, there are some holes. They are not welded correctly. And after that, the frame should be in original condition. On the frame there are some numbers and markings here. Some strange mark here. On the front end there is like E or F0, and here are also some marks barely visible like S, but since this part was damaged and welded, so it is hard to see. And also there is F right here. And also one interesting thing, most of the R51, 61 and 71 model doesn't have these steel plates like this one. At least the frames that I found on internet, like 99% of them doesn't have this type of this construction. Usually it is a one part, like a casted part and then welded. I also noticed mark here. So this is the battery holder. So this also has some marks, but they are very hard to see. I don't know, are these letters? I believe there are not numbers, so this is definitely not numbers. Maybe some emblem or some letters. So this is also one of the marks on the frame. And also here, I just remembered, there is emblem here. I believe this is the same emblem that is on the battery holder. So here is where we can see the original color is black. So now letters are much better visible. So this could be E or F, O or 0, and also this is a smaller F. And here is the like S0S or SOS. There is a small crack here, also here, here, few microscopic cracks due to the bad welding. And also here. So now it's time to fix the central stand. I will need to re-weld these two parts, these central stand holders, because they are not correctly welded. The angle is not correct. The central stand opens too much. It should be somewhere probably like here. This is too much. And when it's closed, it should touch this part here. So this is where the rubber is going, and it would need to hit this rubber and stop. But as you can see, there is gap. So it's not good. The problem with central stand is finished. I have welded holders for the central stand. Needs some finishing touch, but that's it.